Little soul, I've brought you food. You might not need to eat anymore, but I thought going through the motions of eating would bring you comfort. I've brought all of your favorites. Your favorite breakfast foods, favorite lunch foods, dinner foods, snacks, no matter how rare. Are you worried about the quality? Don't worry. I know I'd make a mess of cooking human foods, even if I could make them look like earthly dishes. I have no ability to tell if they taste correct. I didn't make them myself. Chefs from your plane of existence did. I searched for the best chefs on earth and reaped their souls early just so they could cook this for you. I bound their souls to my castle's kitchen so they can prepare these foods again whenever you want them. Though, if these meals aren't up to your standards, I can always collect the souls of other chefs. Unless they've passed already. I don't have access to those in the beyond. Little soul, is the food not to your liking after all? Please, would you say something to me, little soul? I'm starting to worry you've experienced a soul reflux from how silent you've become. You were talking when I initially collected you, but perhaps something has happened since. Was it delayed? So you can talk. Oh, what a relief. Please, be careful not to speak too loudly. This might be my castle, but I don't want to run the risk of an unexpected visitor hearing you and reporting me back to the Queen. If she found out that I'd done this, she would strip me of my title of princess and send me all the way out to the offices on the outskirts to file reports with the beginner reapers. Not to mention, she would send you to the beyond the second she found out you were here. I wouldn't mind working my way back to the capital if it meant we'd be reunited. But like I said before, no reaper can pass on to the beyond. And no soul can return from the beyond. We'd be separated forever. So, be quiet. Why? I suppose you're referring to why I brought you here. Rest assured, this isn't some whim. I picked you especially. And naturally, of course I can explain why. If you eat some of this food while I talk, I understand that it may be painful since it reminds you of the living world. But I put a lot of effort into collecting both the people and the ingredients to make this meal for you. So I'd appreciate it if you tried it. And once you try it, perhaps you'll like it after all. It's all your favorite foods. Maybe don't use the word deal. Deals with souls are what demons do. And reapers and demons are very, very different. Reapers are helpful guides. Demons are horrible monsters who bring suffering to human souls, keeping them away from the beyond. I am a reaper. Never make that joke again. That was a joke, right? Good. Well, even if we're not using the word deal, I'm glad we can come to a positive agreement. Eat up, little soul. I'll tell you everything. It was 2 Halloweens ago. And this is common knowledge in the mortal realm as well. But just in case you don't know, little soul, Halloween is when the barrier between the mortal realm and the in-between, the place where we currently are now, is at its weakest. In the past, this never caused any issues, but as the human population has increased and the processing time for souls has also naturally increased alongside it, it means more souls can slip away back to the mortal realm during Halloween. Some particularly strong souls can even slip away during the lead up to Halloween as well. That rings a bell, right? Your friend was one of those souls that escaped the in-between. Those 2 Halloweens and a bit ago. I was the Reaper assigned to return them to the in-between on Halloween itself. You know, before being assigned to retrieve your friend, I was neutral towards the escapee souls. It was a bit of a chore to go after them, but it added variety to my work, so it wasn't all bad. Like I said, a neutral situation. Until I was assigned to your friend. Then I realized souls attempting to return to the mortal realm were quite possibly the greatest things in the world. Because when I went after your friend, I met you. The first time I saw you, you were so indescribable. It was far from the first time I had seen a human. I have one of the highest collection rates of all the Reaper princesses, let alone the entire Reaper race. But it felt like time slowed when I saw your face. And when I remembered where I was, how you acted left me just as breathless. So immediately concerned for your friend, asking if there was anything that could be done to save them, even running the risk of touching their unbound soul. Most humans run away screaming when a soul tries to visit them. At first I thought it may be bravery, but after your friend insisted it was better they came back with me when they noticed my presence and you relented, I realized it was the purest form of human kindness. It still makes me smile just thinking about that day. Are you enjoying your food? More? There's not much else to the day we met, little soul. While I was instantly smitten with you, I was aware I was on the clock and had a limited amount of time to return your friend's soul before the Halloween timer was up. We avoid additional paperwork by bringing them back before the barrier is reset, see? There was also the fact I could not do much with you due to the fact you could not see me. One of the pains of being a Reaper. Very few humans can perceive us before their final moments, and your soul is not one actively tuned in to the frequencies of death. Is that the reason why I stole your... Not stole? No. That's a demon word. No Reaper steals souls. A Reaper only collects them. This was a collection, not a theft. But also, no. This was not the reason I collected your soul and bound it to my castle. Though you could not see me, I could still admire you, which caused me to begin slacking on my duties. When I came to the mortal realm to collect other souls, I would come visit you instead. I watched everything. Though it was out of order, and I unfortunately could not watch you for a whole day at once, but I've managed to put your full schedule in order. From your morning routine to the very moment you close your eyes, I have committed it all to memory. It's how I know about your favorite foods, and about other things that are your favorite. Unfortunately, while I got to learn as much as I could about you, it meant that my work suffered. The Reaper Queen was not happy. She began calling me in repeatedly, threatening me that if I didn't set myself straight, she'd demote me. That would mean I wouldn't be able to go to the mortal realm as much and see you. But it was hard to focus on my work when you kept invading my thoughts. I even nearly accidentally took the soul of a young woman rather than her grandparents' soul that was scheduled to be reaped. Oh, I'm not laughing at that mistake. It's merely that I realized every step of getting to this moment was paved through things that shouldn't have happened. Your friend escaping the barrier. Me nearly taking the wrong soul. Oh, I haven't given you context yet. The mistake I made gave me the idea to reap your soul early. If you were waiting for me at my castle, I knew I'd want to finish my duties as soon as possible so I could come home to you. And I was right. My productivity increased, surpassing even before we met. The Reaper Queen hasn't bothered me since. Which means more time with you. And now that you can see me, we have so many more options. Yes, I reaped your soul early. Is that the part you want to focus on? I was hoping you'd be more interested in the more romantic parts of the story. Or the fact that, now that you are here with me, I can provide you with anything and everything you could have yearned for in your living life. Food, clothes, books, toys, anything your heart. Why are you yelling? I told you we can't take the risk of you being heard. We would be separated. Ow! You bit me. Shh, shh. Little soul, quiet, quiet. Little soul, please don't make me. I don't want to have to restrain you further. Little soul, little... Silencio. Stop. Don't pull out your mouth and throat. It won't do anything. As the Reaper who collected your soul, that means I have certain powers over it. You already know I was able to bind your soul to this room and the chefs to the kitchen. This is just like that. I use the same kind of command to stop your soul from being able to produce noise. Not just your voice, but any movements you make, whether it be simply brushing from side to side, or hitting the furniture. You will not be able to produce a single sound. It's not ideal in the case of incidents happening and you need to contact me, but you left me with no other choice. I am sorry, little soul. Don't glare at me like that. I want to hear your voice. I do. I tried to make you speak earlier when you were intentionally being quiet, remember? Think of this positively, like me approving your silence. We're getting along. We're agreeing. Just like how you were eating the food in exchange for my story, we're agreeing once again. We're agreeing. This is fine. This is fine. But the food wasn't enough to help you settle in. Was it the chefs I bought? Did they not prepare the food to your liking? Or perhaps it's because you no longer need sustenance. It didn't have the intended effect. Would you prefer if I collected the soul of someone related to one of your interests? Such as a game developer, or an artist? Wait, you can't respond to me. Never mind. I can figure it out, little soul. It's nearly time for me to start my reaping, so I'll have a look around while completing my duties. I'll only collect the best for you, so don't worry about quality. Reflect on your volume while I'm away. I don't want to have to always speak for the both of us. See you soon, my little soul. Thank you for listening to my ASMR roleplay. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like and comment about what you liked best. Oh, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more. If you'd like to listen to more right away, I have a playlist dedicated to all my ASMRs for you to choose from. Please consider supporting me on my Ko-fi, and thank you to those who already have, such as Wilson and Death Kill Project. And to those who have supported me with super thanks, such as Killmore Combined Zero. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.